Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Screwballcast, the only show that doesn't care how you do it. Just get us more pictures of Spider-Man. I'm your host, Cody Reese.
I'm Luke Manning.
I'm Will. I'm not allowed in here anymore because I didn't get enough pictures of Spider-Man.
Who said you could get in here? Climb back out of the window.
No, please.
Do it.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man might be out there, man.
Give me that picture.
No.
Give me that picture. It's the camera.
No.
Imagine if the old the Sam Raimi movies took place in modern day. Do you think if Spider-Man just took a bunch of selfies on the Empire?
Well, it's only been 10 years.
Well, Toby.
The
Toby.
Tobey Maguire.
The T-Man.
I've never seen Spider-Man 3.
I'm gonna be.
You've never seen Spider-Man 3?
I'm proud to say that.
Hey, don't be proud to say it. Oh, okay. So you've never seen it, so you're like, oh, it's bad. Now, audience, I want to say something to you.
Don't lean to the microphone. You're some half-hearted man.
I like Spider-Man 3. I do.
Watch as Luke makes his plea to the audience.
No, here's the...
Not a movie that's mediocre at best.
Right. You know what? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's actually not that bad.
Yeah, see? There it is.
He's because everyone hated on it initially. The problem is it's kind of dumb, and it felt like it had a lot of wasted potential.
You know what? It did feel like a waste of potential, but it wasn't the worst. And here's the thing.
It wasn't the worst.
Let me tell you something. I like all three of the original Spider-Man trilogy movies better than I like the remakes. The reboots.
No, I can totally...
Because they don't feel... This is going to sound odd, but they don't really feel as much like comic book movies. I mean, you look...
They feel like a movie with a comic book character.
Yeah, it just seems like a hipstery reboot, and I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all.
But the three teenage girls who wore the Spider-Man booty shorts, the Hot Topics, all about that.
I'm all about that.
I know.
I wear the Spider-Man booty shorts too, and I'm all about that.
I try not to think about that, and I'd appreciate if you didn't talk about it as much.
I don't have to think about it.
I'm already there up here, Billy. I'm already up there in my head.
You don't have to be up there. It's all down here.
5 minutes in, we got erection jokes.
No, it's not that. It's about my Spider-Man booty shorts. There's a difference.
And I'm not joking.
Well, it looks like you got a Dr. Octopus there.
Are you trying to say something? Okay, no.
Do you have 4 robotic dicks, Billy? Is that? I think Cody is curious about the robotic nature of your penis.
You know how many legs an octopus has, right?
Well, no. Doc Ock had 4...
Doc Ock had 4 robotic arms.
Why is his name... Okay, fair enough. I'm stupid.
Yeah, you are stupid. Trying to show me up with basic math.
He's got human arm, and then he has legs.
2 arms, 2 legs, 4 robotic arms. That's 8.
Yes, I get it. Thank you.
Good job. Oh, so now you give me attitude because you tried to show me up when you were wrong.
And 1 penis.
1 penis.
That's not a leg.
You haven't seen it.
Depends on who you're talking about.
Okay,
I have a 3rd leg.
Okay, guys. I'm sad. I'm disturbed, and I am disturbed.
You know what would help you with that?
You know what
would help you with that?
What?
If you go out there and you give me some goddamn pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that helps.
No, I started getting pictures of Spider-Man. I fell.
Oh.
It wasn't off a roof. I just kind of tripped over a curb.
Those New York curves, man, they're rough.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the #1 podcast for whatever the hell 3 nerds from upstate New York want to talk about.
It's because it's the only podcast of its kind. It's easy to win the race.
We murdered the competition.
Oh my gosh.
I wish.
No, we totally did. Murdered
wish.
them. Billy dressed up as Agent 47 from Hitman.
I dressed up like Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
I dressed up as Cody Reese.
That's a pretty good disguise because no one would remember you.
Well, I made him a more handsomer Cody Reese, so...
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, that's not hard, though. I mean anything.
It's very easy.
I mean, if you just, taped a picture of a handsome guy over your face, that you would look better.
Like Ryan Gosling had a comedically cardboard face?
Yes.
Just do it. Ryan Gosling didn't drive and just wear that rubber mask and just go...
I think I have a man crush on Ryan Gosling.
I think everyone does on the inside, if you're honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've not
seen
seen Drive. I've not seen Only God Forgives. And those are the only 2 Ryan Gosling movies I know of.
He was in Goosebumps, too. He was when he was a kid, he was in Goosebumps.
He was in... No, what?
He was in Goosebumps.
What episode was he in?
I'm not 100% sure, but
Was he in the Carlsville episode, the trilogy?
No.
What the fuck?
You know the ones. You all know the ones.
When a girl puts something in the trash, kid takes it, it's like, this is some awesome trash! And then the trash sucks the kid into the town, and then the girl gets turned into a pig, and then they put it in the eggs instead of throwing it in the trash, and his trash brother goes like, oh yeah, this smells like trash, let's go in it. I got a flyer to this fake town.
And then the mom sucks the trash up in the vacuum, and then all the tiny little microscopic trash men come out of the vacuum, and they're in this world now, but they're not in their trash world, so I guess it's okay. They never made another episode explaining it, so I guess they just died.
So
they're like 1 inch tall.
Exactly.
So like, even a cat stepped on them, they're dead.
You know know, like, this cult of Carl was all massacred by a giant cat. You know that's what happened.
So, this is that episode of Twilight Zone. Just a really shitty rendition.
Like, are you talking about the one...
PG Twilight Zone.
Except, not good.
Are you talking about the one where the tiny aliens invade that American cottage and then you find out that
No.
she was the
No,
alien?
just talking about
The little episode, The Little People. Where
the astronauts.
The two aliens, and then one's trying to get off, and then one is thinking the little people are like a god.
Yes, and at the end he gets stepped on.
To like a 40-year-old show, they never left Earth.
You're talking about the one where the 3 astronauts crashed in the desert.
Oh, yep, spoil. Yeah,
Isn't that I
So,
shot an arrow?
I like how you started talking about one and then you said a
that-
twist for another.
Isn't that I shot an arrow in the air or
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah, something like that. I was talking about the one where these 2 astronauts crash on this planet. And they find a little civilization, and the one makes himself a god.
Like,
and then at the end, he gets stepped on by an even bigger person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's what I was talking
That was
Spoiler
good.
to a 60, 70-year-old...
Sorry, guys.
Sure.
Your source for Twilight Zone spoilers and synopsis. You'll be reading from one plot, but then you'll get the rest of the next.
See, that
How
way,
convenient.
It's like
you
how
gotta
M. Night
watch them all
Shyamalan
to
was.
get it all. Now, not all episodes of The Twilight Zone were that deep. Let's not forget the one about gambling. Do you remember?
I remember the pool one where the
The
guy
soul-
like
the
wants
game
to play.
pool?
He wants to play a guy who died. He's like, I won't be the best if I can't beat the guy who was the best before he died.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
How Ash
That's
Ketchum did
even
it.
that's even deeper than the one I'm talking about. It's about this old couple, like 60 or 70, and they go on this vacation because the dude's worked all his life. Anyways, so he gets addicted to gambling. He puts all his money in the gambling machine, and then that night, it comes into his room and it shoves him out a window.
Was this in the 80s Twilight Zone?
I don't know. No, it was still in black and white.
Okay, then.
That's the thing, Rod's...
Wait, are you sure that was? Because there's a lot.
I am
of,
positive.
Tales from the
that-
Crypt?
No,
No, that doesn't sound like
it's
Tales-
Twilight Zone. I swear
I
to
love
God.
Tales from the Crypt.
I hand to heaven.
I want to watch Tales from the Crypt, but I can't find a good place.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Guys, my heart.
Can you do a
I
good
hate it.
Crypt Keeper?
No,
Can you try?
no.
Ooh, can you do a good Crypt Keeper?
Get in my crypt, little boys.
I don't think
It's like
Herbert
Herbert mixed with Count Chocula.
If Count Chocula got that close to me, he sounded like that, I'd be running.
I want to suck your dick. I mean chocolate. Chocolate is what I said. It is good fun. Where are you going? That door does not open from the inside.
I lock my doors from both sides.
Come in my coffin.
Vampire pedophile aside, let's kick the topics over. Billy, Will, my man, my myth, my hero. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about
What?
Twitch banning the streaming of AO games, which
What is AO? What is AO for an idiot like Luke Manning?
adults only, because apparently a mature being 17 wasn't enough. They had to go one step above to buy AO games. You have to be 18.
Wow, it's pretty edgy.
I'm not gonna lie though. When I bought my first M-rated game from like GameStop, and I turned 18 because I didn't.
17.
Hey, I didn't get my ID until I was like 18, so I remember I got it. I don't remember which one. What was it? I don't remember shit.
Was that when we were at Best Buy together?
No.
But
I don't remember what I bought, but I remember. This is a shitty story. Alright.
Tell me the story.
I don't remember. That's the worst part.
Oh, God.
the thing with Twitch's AO games is there's really none in existence that really you could say exists. Like, thanks for the heart. I appreciate it.
Anytime, buddy.
What are the games? Like, run down the list.
The newest one is Hatred, which came out around last week.
Oh,
I
that's
think
out. That came out?
That came out, dude.
Oh.
'Cause it's on Steam.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow, Gaben.
Let's see. There's Hatred.
Hatred.
Elf F.
Okay.
A fairy tale of the two.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna read off the titles, and Luke and I are gonna come up with a story synopsis.
Well, if we're wrong though, I have no way of checking.
There's no point.
Can I just say something?
None of these nerds
I don't
are gonna
think
play this.
I don't think we're gonna be wrong at all. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna guess them perfectly spot on every time.
Alright, let's start with the easy one. What's Hatred about?
It's about a 14-year-old kid who listens to Eminem and he's really edgy and he has to kill everybody at his school. He's gonna show those bullies who's boss. But at the end you realize, no, you're just a weak little 14-year-old kid, and like the assistant principal's gonna tackle you and beat the shit out of you. And then the game ends with you in juvenile hall. The end.
Not in juvenile hall. You're in school suspension.
Oh my god.
You're tied in the corner.
Alright,
what's next?
oh no, I want you to guess what Hatred is about.
Hatred is about a house cat who lives inside his master's bedroom, and he watch him play violent video games and watch violent movies, and then the cat gets a mech suit that looks like a crappy anime character who's all grudgy and edgy, and the cat goes and murders people.
I play Luke's game because I really want the Slipknot soundtrack.
Now, Cody, I have to ask you a question. What kind of asshole pet owner makes the cat live in just his bedroom? Like the cat tries to get out in the hallway, he kicks it back in. No! Stay there! You stay there!
No, Joseph Stalin. If I had a cat, I'd name it Joseph Stalin.
If I had a cat, no, I don't like... Nah, I've had cats...
You don't look like a cat person.
No, let me tell you why. When I was a little boy, I had this cat named George. And he was very, very old, and he was very, very mean. And he would, he'll mess you up. Like, he will claw you, he would bite you. And then he had to be put down the night before my 13th birthday, which was sad.
And that's how you became a...
I want to clarify, I was very sad about it. I was, even though he was terrible and scary.
Guys, let's guess the next game. I'm really getting sad from this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess now we just do whatever Will says. Okay.
Yeah, Will, you want the nice fancy chair because you're hosting the show now?
How about I take the nice fancy chair?
We are
push it to the curb.
We are in Will's house, and we are all sitting in Will's chairs. So, do you want that chair, Will?
Fuck you can't have it.
Sorry for cutting you guys.
Get out of your house, Will.
Alright, what's next?
F. A Fairy Tale of the Two.
It's all about... I don't know, it's like a discount, like a ripoff of Fern Gully. Only this time, like, she becomes big and just, like, crushes... nature, everything. Not even the bad guy. She kills the whole forest, but the bad guy lives and wins, and then they just rule the world, and it's awesome.
What's the title again?
F. A Fairy Tale of the Two.
It's about two fire trucks who fall in love, and they destroy Upper Manhattan with their massive fire truckness.
Beep
now,
beep.
If we can combine both those stories, I want Fern Gully with fire trucks.
Yes.
Spraying down the forest with kerosene instead of water.
Oh my god.
And Tim Curry singing the whole time.
Yes.
Toxic love.
You guys want the next game title?
Yes.
I would love it.
Seduce me.
I gotta think. Cody, you go first.
Okay, it's about this. It's an independent first-person game about a character named Cody Reese who goes on a date with a walrus dressed up like Michael Jackson from the Billie Jean music video. And you have to keep saying nice things without running away and screaming. And it's very challenging. It's like the difficulty of Dark Souls meets sitting down and watching a Kevin Smith film.
Painful?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go in a similar but at the same time different direction than Cody. You see, it's not gonna be a big complex game like Dark Souls. No, it's gonna be this. It's a very poorly animated... You're playing a very poorly animated person being held captive by... Why don't we just go with that 14-year-old school shooter from that game, Hatred?
Yes. Right.
And you
this
have to...
game's called Seduce Me, not Stockholm Syndrome.
No, hear me out on this, right? And it's all about pressing buttons in a specific order to try and seduce him. But if you do it too fast, you develop Stockholm Syndrome, and then you try and escape the school together. But you will also be beaten up by the assistant principal. So if you get Stockholm Syndrome, you lose.
So,
and then there's... Oh, sorry, what were we saying?
can there be a Steam bundle with the Luke Manning editions of Hatred and Seduce Me?
Yes, and actually there's also DLC.
Oh,
where,
what's the DLC?
Well, the assistant principal's wearing brass knuckles. So when he beats up the kid, it's even worse.
Alright.
Also, there's another DLC. It costs a little bit more though. The mom comes in, and the mom beats up the kid, and the mom has a nail bat.
Alright, guys. This next game title I actually know. Manhunt 2 is an AO game.
Like the Rockstar game?
Yeah, because here's the thing though. This goes back to the Twitch thing. On Twitch, they have a specification. If your game has been rated AO, but there's an M version that exists, aka GTA San Andreas, Manhunt 2, and Indigo Prophecy. Because with Manhunt 2, obviously, it's the violence. Because it gets really, hostile.
I got it. Manhunt 2 is like those Cabela hunting games, but reversed. The deer murder a hunter, and they get his guns, and they start talking in a southern accent. It's about these two deer brothers named Cletus and Cletus 2, because his parents hated him.
Oh,
and Cletus and Cletus 2 get guns, and they go and they assassinate the president at the time, Bill Clinton, because it takes place in the 90s.
Bill, no.
That's my Manhunt. Too.
Okay, Manhunt. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is pretty hard to top because I was trying to think of something, but I was caught. I was enamored with your elaborate story. Okay. So, Manhunt. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Manhunt's actually an elaborate dating simulator because you're on a hunt for a man.
Mm-hmm.
And also with plastic bags, glass shards, you know, the typical stuff you take when you're going manhunting.
Hunting for that dick.
Yeah.
Conbangs.
We're not talking about the criminal term for manhunt. No, we're going to go with the literal meaning.
So I'm gonna go with that criminal meaning. You see, it's all about new idea. It's all about this assistant principal who got too caught up in defending his students and accidentally beat a 14-year-old boy to death. So now he has to flee across the country with the boy's mom, who they're in. Here's the plot twist. They're in cahoots. This is the plan the whole time. But it's all about his struggle for humanity. Because he enjoyed it too much when he murdered that kid. Now he's trying to fight the urge to kill again.
Jeez.
Jesus, Luke. You got like a trilogy. You got like a
yeah.
plot. You got
Dude,
a trilogy.
You just
like,
made the new Hollow Miami.
Is that going to be in your HD collection, the Luke Manning HD collection for PS4 and Xbox?
I'm not saying this whole game series is going to be big. I'm just going to say that people are going to be buried with copies of this game. They're going to put it in their wills. I want to be buried with my copy of Hatred. Also, an autographed picture of Luke Manning.
Wearing a Green Lantern uniform?
Wearing a Green Lantern uniform.
With him winking the face and making the middle finger.
He's winking and he's flipping me off. It was
if
great.
we ever do a photo shoot for Facebook or social media, I want that picture. When we get you a Green Lantern uniform, you can do that.
Well, of course, because you know that I base my life totally around funny jokes you want me to do, Cody. So, of course
you are
I
both
will.
my monkeys. I am in the fancy chair.
Dance for me.
Dance for me. Do you want to fight for this chair?
No.
Look,
Could you kick my ass?
Are you kidding me? No, I'm very weak.
Alright, what's the next game?
Okay, I'm going to skip around the list because honestly a lot of these games become obvious. So let's go down to Thrill Kill.
Okay, Thrill Kill is the spiritual reboot of the PS2 roller coaster management game Thrillville, in which you and the villain from Goosebumps novel Welcome to Nightmare Land team up and murder teenagers in an amusement park, and Jason Voorhees is there selling balloons, and then he stabs you.
Question.
So the purpose of this game is to basically do what most people did in Thrillville, aka make the most deadly rides possible to see people still come
Yes,
on
but
to
see,
them.
in Thrillville, they got on and they got parachutes. You don't get parachutes. You just get handguns.
No, they have parachutes, but you cut holes in them, so they think they're gonna be okay, and then they realize they're
No,
not
actually
gonna
what you do is you mess with the main chute, so you think the emergency chute works, but instead the emergency chute you just hear a puff of air.
Yes. Now, I have a very important question.
Okay.
These balloons Jason Voorhees makes. Are these balloons, or does he fold them into neato shapes?
He makes them into shapes of Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really hard.
Jason Voorhees has lost our time.
Yeah, he's very talented. Why is he even killing people? He can make a lot of money.
He makes a very realistic machete going into Byers' face, and he also does a really kick-ass giraffe.
Nice.
I always like when I get a balloon giraffe because it just reminds me of how I can't find a giraffe in this area.
Now, before I
at the zoo.
We don't have giraffes at the zoo?
No.
That's what I just said.
Are you serious?
We have an octopus, though.
We do.
We should go to the zoo.
We should go to the zoo.
We're all mad.
The zoo's closed.
Why?
I was kidding.
Oh.
Because the octopus murdered the giraffe. That's why there's no more giraffes.
Why can't we get... I don't understand the animal trade.
We have a new baby panda, I think.
That's actually awesome.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather have giraffes than pandas.
Yeah, fuck the Asians.
I'd way rather have giraffes than pandas. Giraffes are way better.
Yeah, dude, giraffes... Dude.
What's the point of giraffe? They have a long neck. That's really nice.
Pandas are just fat bears.
Dude,
they're retarded.
I love bears!
Bears!
I feel bad for you because you said that.
Yeah.
So, Billy, what are you interested in? What are your interests? Bears.
So I imagine if you were in my Seduce Me simulator, the walrus would ask you what your favorite animal was, and you'd start saying walrus, but you'd change it to wall bears.
Bears. Nope, say another animal. Bears.
Bear's an animal,
No,
right?
Not anything else. Bears. Rocks. Is rock an animal?
It's my
Bears. Now, before I tell you my idea for thrill kill.
Yeah, what is your idea?
Right, now, I just got to go back again to the balloons. I know I keep going back to the balloons, but I got to tell you a story. One time, my mom went to, I think it was some kind of carnival with her friend, and this guy was making balloon animals as superheroes. And my mom knows I love superheroes, especially Green Lantern, so she goes to the guy and she says, and he's making like Hulk and stuff. And and she walks up and says, "Excuse me, yes, can you make a Green Lantern, like a Hal Jordan Green Lantern for my son?" And apparently the guy just looks really downcast and goes, "I don't know how to do that." And I wasn't even there, but...
And the sad part is he went home to his wife, who was made of a balloon, and he did the voice like, "How's your day, honey?" "I couldn't make a Hal Jordan." And he reads the Green Lantern, every issue, every trade paperback, and he comes to your house. And it turns out you moved out, and the house burnt to the ground.
Oh my god.
And he couldn't give you the Hal Jordan you wanted.
He opens up the briefcase, he's carried with him across the nation, handcuffed to his chest. And it's a messed up Hal Jordan. It doesn't even look anything like him. It was his best shot.
It was like his
You can make a Hal Jordan just by making out of green balloons a man. Just like make a normal man.
Don't talk again for a while. And the next time you do talk, I want it to be an apology.
But we need him to talk until the next game on the list.
I'll do it myself. What did I just say?
Here you go.
No.
I wanted to move.
No, hey, I gotta do my thrill kill.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
thrill kill. Sorry.
Okay.
We got on a tangent.
It's all about John Wayne Gacy. Now, hear me out, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. It's about a fictional neighbor who lives next door to John Wayne Gacy and sees him performing all these murders. So he thinks to himself, I gotta find another way to fulfill his life instead of killing people.
Did you write a story about this?
I did. I wrote a 29-page story about this. 500 more words and it would have been considered a novel. Anyways, so... it's all about the story of how, you gotta take John Wayne Gacy to feed the ducks. You gotta go with John Wayne Gacy on tandem bike rides. And then at the end...
I do not want him behind me on a tandem bike ride.
No, you're behind him. Anyway, it's not because you don't trust him. You got more powerful legs. Because he's a big guy. Anyways, and then at the end of the third act, you realize you've fallen in love with John Gacy. And then you tell him how you feel, and he just goes, I'm not a faggot. Then the friendship is over. And then he goes back to killing people, and you just go back to mowing the lawn. The end.
This is like Tamagotchi, but for terrible human beings.
Yep. If you don't give him enough fun, he's gonna go back to killing.
This is the worst Tamagotchi game I've ever played. I want to play some 40-year-old overweight man.
Dressed as a clown.
Yes, that's actually what you do when you hit the entertain button. He just dresses up as was it Pogo or?
I believe it was Pogo.
He dresses up as Pogo, just juggles some balls around. Then it goes back to being normal and really sad.
Okay, what's their next game? What do we got?
I'm going over to the Twitch prohibited list. BMX XXX.
No.
That's a real game?
No.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so Tony Hawk, after making a few decent games and that shitty game with a skateboard, got really
Shred.
I think you mean the awesome game with the skateboard.
I will fucking kill you. After he does that, he gets tired of video games and skateboarding, so he gets into hardcore porn with inanimate objects, and one thing leads to another, and he finds the girl of his dream, Huffy the bicycle.
Huffy? What kind of name is Huffy?
Huffy, she's a vampire slayer.
It's a bike.
Huffy
the vampire slayer, and together they team up, and she gets a bunch of her porn star friends, and Tony Hawk is inspired, so he goes to a random video game developer's like, guys, boobies, bicycles. And it's actually a legion of monkeys who make the game. And they just go... and they bang out, pun intended, BMX XX.
Great pun.
X. Just 3 X's.
Can I just say? Great pun.
I know, right? I'm proud of myself.
Alright, and what's your idea for it?
BMX XXX.
Those
Now,
X's.
I hope you don't mind, Cody. I am going to take your Tony Hawk idea just for a moment. Just take it with me.
I wish I was to take Dave Mira.
See, Tony Hawk, he's living a pretty far-out life, as them skater boys say. But he decides he needs something more.
The Birdman
so,
will soar.
Where does he go? A furry convention. He looks across the room, and what does he see? He sees a sexy lady dressed up as a slutty motorcycle. And he's there, dressed up like a sexy Sonic the Hedgehog. And they ride off into the night together. And the only problem is, he's too fast. If you know what I mean.
Were they rolling around at the speed of sound?
Vroom vroom.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Guys,
Yeah.
Doesn't Tails have like an airplane or something? Speaking of Sonic.
Yeah.
Why does he have an airplane if he can fly?
Because if they need to fly somewhere and Sonic can't fly.
Sonic can find his own transportation now.
Sonic had to take
the bus.
Sonic,
He had to take
Sonic,
2 trains, a bus, and a plane to get to Dallas.
No, but also I remember he could just run across the water they showed. I remember this in like Sonic 1 or something, or 2.
Well, what about, you know how Eggman always has like those flying fortresses? How's he supposed to get up there? He can't run in the air.
Because he's fat, and also he's a normal guy with a really big mustache.
No. Did you hear what I said?
No.
Eggman has these giant floating fortresses.
Yeah, he
and
does.
Sonic can't fly, so how is he going to get up there?
Jumps.
He's going to jump like thousands of feet in the air. He's just going to jump.
He actually, what he does is he calls one of those cannon companies.
Oh, yeah.
And they shoot him out of a cannon.
Nice.
Alright, what's next?
Cobra Club.
Alright, can I go? Can I go
Yes.
first? Alright. So, for those of you who don't know, in DC Comics, there is a crime organization / cult known as Cobra. And I'm sorry, I'm so focused on Cobra. What is the
Aren't they the guys from G.I. Joe, Luke?
Cobra! But also, what is the name of the game again?
Cobra Club.
Cobra Club. It's all about, you see, Cobra worships this guy named Cobra, and he's alright. I mean, he's like Matt. He's like, if he was a color on the spectrum, he'd be like gray. Anyways, Cobra gets tired of it. You know, he's tired of, selling girls into slavery. He's tired of fighting heroes, and he decides, you know what? I'm gonna give it all up. And I'm just gonna go clubbing. Me and Deathstroke, we're just gonna go and party and be BFFs. And it's all about them, and they're like sassy friends. Yeah. It's
All
like,
these
it's
Sonic
kind of like
visual
Mean
novels.
Girls and Sex in the City, but with DC villains. It's pretty great.
Alright.
You maybe never want to play a video game again.
Oh, okay, so you guys can talk about what you like, but I can't talk about what I like.
That's how it works.
So that's how it
You're
works.
a
Actually,
second
all
class-
you guys,
you're a second
all you
class,
guys' ideas for my
chair.
new visual novels.
Alright, so Cobra Club for Cody Rich Games, which is my new studio. No, it's not. But Cobra Club is about Cobra from G.I. Joe, but as a young scamp, and he has a clubhouse, and the sign says no girls allowed because he's edgy.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, his best friend Duke comes over because they can read Superman comics because it's the 40s in America. And Duke accidentally rips one of his comics. So Cobra beats the shit out of him and throws him down. And the rest of the game is spent fortifying your Cobra Club. Alright.
We're at like 27 right now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
One more game, we'll toss it over to Luke Manning over here.
What do you got to talk about,
Oh,
buddy?
no, one more game.
One more game. Let's do one more game.
Okay.
Make it the best one you can find.
All right,
Me and
we're
Luke
gonna
will...
do some hardcore research here, fellas.
Me and Luke are gonna just have a conversation
We're
by
gonna
ourselves.
Actually,
no,
guys.
It's only take me a moment.
Guys, I'm sorry to cut it short, but I got my SAT tomorrow, and I want to be in bed at like 9 o'clock. So is it okay if we wrap up this with this? We do like 2 more, then we go get ice cream, and then we go.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Audience, I'm sorry to deprive you of our words, but unfortunately I gotta go take my SAT tomorrow.
Okay,
Luke's
body language. Now, I gotta add something in the middle. This isn't a game. This is a DVD, apparently, but still the ESRB rated it. And also, it's made by New Tech Digital.
Body Language is a game where you play a stripper named Body Language, in which you must traverse other parts of the world, seducing men who have money but don't speak your native language. So you need to draw Swahili, Japanese, Icelandic, and other languages all over your boobies and show them.
Dude, this actually could be a good game to learn language. It's kind of like Rosetta Stone, where you have to learn the language.
And actually pay attention.
Rosetta Tits.
Oh, nice.
No,
Bring it in. Yeah.
I write comedy!
Hey.
I'm really sad.
I'm really unhappy.
Now, what's your idea for body language? I want to hear this pitch so I can put my money into it like Shark Tank.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, wait. You be the black guy, I'll be more Cuban.
I want you to get the trophy.
Let's get one thing straight. Alright, when I watch Shark Tank, his name is Black Fashion Man.
Okay, Black Fashion Man,
CVS lady.
CVS.
I'm sorry, QBC lady.
QBC
Does
lady.
anyone even know their names? I only know Trophy Lady, Mean Old Guy.
I know
Fashion
I know
Dude.
Trophy Guy who owns the Cubs.
I like Trophy
Or the
Guy.
Bears, or something.
The Bears.
The Bears.
My sick, I want Polish sausage for the Bears.
The Bears.
Can I be Trophy Man?
Yes.
You can
I'll
be Trophy
Black
Man.
Fashion guy.
Black Fashion Man.
Black Fashion man.
Alright, give me your pitch.
Pitch.
I have a trophy right here.
Hello, Sharks. It's a nice trophy. You made your money in fashion. That's nice.
I'm also black.
You're very black. And you're very fashion. Very. Now, Sharks, here's my idea for body language. It stars two plucky young gentlemen. Trophy Man and Black Fashion Man. And see, they're clubbing, knocking boots with the ladies and the whatnot. And oh my god, what is that? It's the same chemicals that gave Matthew Murdock, aka Daredevil, his super hearing powers. You're both blinded. You can't find your trophy. You can't find your fashion.
No, Sam!
Sir,
No,
sir,
Sam! No,
calm down.
Sam!
Sir, please. It's just a game.
I can't
Sir.
find my blackness? Is that what you're saying?
No.
I'm Black Fashion guy.
I'm saying you can't find your fashion.
I just want to find my trophy, man.
Exactly right.
Let's get our blackness and our trophy and our fashionista and get out of here.
And you have to sense the languages to
There's
find the
no
trophy.
sale. The magical doors have opened. Walk down the
Sir,
hallway and be sad.
Sharks, please. I need
I will get
this.
Mark Cuban to eat your face.
I have 86 children.
You have no children now. I bought them. I'll put them on my trophy.
No.
Well, after that awkward whisper transition, that's going to wrap it up for the Screwballcast. I'm Cody Reese.
I'm Luke Manning.
I'm Will, and I do not have a trophy except in participation.
And remember, people, always enter the Magic School Bus in the Demolition Derby. No night.
I knew I should have stayed home today.
I knew I should have quit before I started!